Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. A man and passenger led sheriff's deputies on a pursuit through Yucca Valley streets that hit speeds of over 90 miles per hour and ended with a canine search. Online news editor Robert Hayden picks it up from here.
Just after 9 p.m. on Monday, sheriff's deputies say they witnessed a black truck with unreadable plates heading south on Balsa, hitting speeds of 55 and blowing stop signs and driving into the dirt. The sheriffs initiated a pursuit on Palomar, which hit speeds of 65, and deputies briefly lost sight of the suspect's truck, which was described as an early 2000s model with, quote, lots of junk in the bed. According to the sheriff's logs, his deputies picked up the pursuit a few minutes later on La Contenta, where the driver is said to hit speeds of 90 before eventually abandoning the vehicle near Linda Lee and Oleander Drive. A female passenger who described herself as the driver's girlfriend was found in the truck and identified the driver as Sean Sir, 33. Deputies say they continued checking the area between Linda Lee Drive and Indio Avenue on foot with assistance from a canine unit, and Sean Sir was eventually located hiding outside of what deputies describe as a shower on the property. Sean Sir was arrested for evasion of a police officer and disregard for public safety. He's being held at the West Valley Detention Center on $100,000 bail. In December of 2022, Sean Sir pled guilty to a charge of owning and operating a chop shop and buying and receiving stolen property and is currently on felony probation. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
Just a week before school is set to start, a Morongo Unified School District bus was vandalized over the weekend. According to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, sometime between Friday and Monday, an unknown person entered the lot where school buses are parked at the MUSD office on Utah Trail and 2 Mile Road in 29 Palms. Evidence collected by the Sheriff's Department suggests that the person entered the bus yard via the east fence line and used a knife to cut a fuel line on one of the buses and then stole approximately 30 gallons of gasoline. The damage to the bus was estimated to cost $1,700, and the cost of the gas was $140. A knife with a 3-inch blade was found underneath the bus. Surveillance video has been reviewed by the Sheriff's Department and the Morongo Unified School District, but no arrests have yet been made. The Yucca Valley Town Council met last night and voted to put 2 popular measures on the ballot this November. Here's reporter Adeline J. Wells with that and more in her recap from last night's meeting.
The Yucca Valley Town Council meeting began with a presentation by the High Desert Water District regarding the Sewer System Assessment Project. Phase 1 of the project is now complete. Construction on Phase 2 is anticipated to begin in December, starting near the Country Club and working east. The Council voted to include the reauthorization of Measures Y and Z on the election ballot this November. After being voted into adoption by voters in 2016, the half-cent tax measures each provide roughly $3 million in annual local funding to the town. Measure Z funds are applied to reduce the cost of the sewer system assessment, while Measure Y funds are used for various public safety, infrastructure, and quality of life improvements. A number of attendees spoke in favor of the measures, representing Yucca Valley and its neighboring communities, as well as organizations such as Reach Out Morongo Basin, the Yucca Valley Airport, and the Mill Tree Veteran Project. Town Clerk Leslie Copeland read several letters from Yucca Valley residents in support of the services at the Senior Center.
The Senior Center gives me a well-rounded meal each day that I likely would not get on my own. The cost of food in the market is just more than I can afford. The Senior Center offers clothing, food to bring home, and health activities. These things have helped me stay healthy and feel more part of a community, and I am 87 years old.
The council then hosted a public hearing regarding the extension of the moratorium on senior mobile home park conversions. Following community input in January, the town council voted to install a moratorium on any conversions from seniors only to all ages mobile home parks, allowing the town time to consider potentially permanent zoning ordinances. Several community members spoke on the need to maintain seniors-only housing in Yucca Valley, particularly those parks designed for an aging demographic. The council voted to extend the moratorium, which will be in place until November 24th, 2025. The town's Building and Safety Department presented its annual report, and the council also awarded the Miracle League field surface replacement bid to Pro Playground in preparation for the league opening on September 16th. The town council meeting concluded with Mayor Lombardo reading a memorial adjournment in honor of former mayor and council member Robert Leone. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
After a brief public hearing, the 29 Palms Planning Commission swiftly approved the issuance of an alcohol license to Family Dollar. Reporter Heather Clisby has more.
First, the commission heard from Douglas and Edith Walters, whose property on Daisy near the cemetery was ravaged by the recent storms. The Walters stated that the problem returns annually and is exacerbated by neighbors building onto easements and diverting natural water flow.
So I am pleading to you, do something so that water stop coming from me, because somebody has to pay for all that. My insurance only paid $253. I pay $1,000 for a truck to come over and take that sand away and refill the holes that it was made. Somebody has to pay. The question is who?
Community Development Director Keith Gardner informed the Walters that he and the city manager would meet with them following the meeting. The public hearing then took place regarding Family Dollar's application for a conditional use permit to obtain a license to sell beer and wine only for off-site consumption. California's Department of Alcohol Beverage Control uses a formula relating population density to prevent too many liquor licenses within one area. Based on this determination, 3 such licenses are allowed in the region, and all 3 have already been issued. So the chain cited a public convenience or necessity with this request. One citizen stated opposition to the application, noting that there is already a 7-Eleven nearby and homeless tend to congregate behind the store. A spokesperson for the chain at the meeting noted that beer-wine sales do not increase the number of customers, but rather sales volume per customer. The commission swiftly approved the license exemption. As the meeting rounded to a close, Gardner noted that his department receives so many inquiries into special events that they are developing a policy to expedite the process in the interest of supporting local entertainment. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Heather Clisby.
Directors at Yucca Valley's High Desert Water District meet in regular session at 4 o'clock today. Down the road in Joshua Tree, the Joshua Basin Water District Board meets at 5:30 p.m. Here's reporter Mike Lipsitz with your Wednesday Water Roundup.
On today's agenda at the High Desert Water District, there will be a workshop presentation on the Water and Wastewater Financial Plan and Rate Study. There will be an opportunity for public comment and questions. Today's meeting takes place at the district office on the highway at Inca Trail. And on to the east, at the Joshua Basin Water District, directors will consider options for maintaining the exterior of the district's administration building. The board is also expected to approve receipt of a $10,000 Mojave Water Agency grant to help fund a Gabion Wall stormwater exhibit. The meeting takes place at the district office on Choita Road in Joshua Tree. See the story at Z107.7fm.com for links to both agendas, which include instructions for remote attendance. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
Groundwork Arts is delighted to present artwork created by local elementary students as part of this year's summer enrichment program with the Morongo Unified School District. Here's reporter Hillary Sloan with more on this exciting event.
Groundwork Arts, dedicated to enriching arts education for MUSD students through collaborations with local artists and organizations, is hosting an exhibition at Corner 62 tonight, Thursday, August 8th. The showcase will feature 67 space-themed artworks selected from 422 student entries. This event is part of the Area 29 Galactic Gathering, a UFO festival and meteor shower watch party presented by Rediscovered 29. Teaching artists from Groundwork Arts guided students through 2 space-themed projects inspired by the celestial theme of the Area 29 event. Students created paper punch collages, painted their own collage sheets, used paper punches to craft various shapes, and assembled them interstellar masterpieces. Additionally, they explored crayon encaustic dioramas, melting crayons to depict layered scenes, drawing objects and characters, and adding beads for dimensional touch. The Area 29 show is at Corner 62 in 29 Palms tonight, Thursday, August 8th from 5 to 8 p.m. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.